Hi and Assalamualaikum. I'm Muhammad Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad Syukur. Today I would like to present about the EIA project, which is its expansion of acrylic complex on B200 and A200 block field at BASF Petronas Chemical Senem Rahat existing integrated chemical site, and what a simple requirement needed in EIA report. So the project location is located on plot 139 within the phase 3 of Gebang Industrial Estate. The BASF Petronas company intends to expand the existing acrylic complex located within the existing ICS at Gebang, Kuantan. So here is the aerial image of the location, and the left side is the coordinate for the project area. Next, we go to the project siting. So the project is located in the B200 and A200 block field of the current ICS on plot 139 of Gebang Industrial Estate Phase 3. Gebang Industrial Estate is mostly used for heavy industry such as petrochemical and chemical. The planned project will closely integrate with the existing and future BBC facilities to achieve higher efficiency via integrated development concept. So next is the expansion activity of the project. So this project has 3 sub-projects. So sub-project 1 is debottlenecking of crude acrylic acid from 16 KTA to 15 KTA in block field B200. Sub-project 2 is new 125 beauty acrylic plant in block field A200, and sub-project 3 upgrading of BPC site infrastructure for acrylic. So a detail of this project are discussed in the EIA report, and this project also have TOR, which is term of reference. And the term of reference for the project must be prepared and submitted to DOE Putrajaya as the part of the EIA study requirement. And this project also have quantity range assessment QRA, and the study boundary for the QRA is 5 km radius from the project location. And last one is the EIA target. The goal of this EIA to ensure that all direct and indirect impact, especially those related to the climate, social issues and economic, are truthfully examined and addressed. It has 3 requirements, which are for the first one is for the general public, second is for the decision maker, and third for the initiator. Detail of this information are discussed in the EIA report. And that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass to my partner for the further explanation.
Assalamualaikum and good day. My name is Noaisa Fanis Muti Marusli. Today, I will explain about the evaluation of impacts. The first impact is water quality. Within the construction stage, the effect on water quality is expected to be minimal and temporary because the project site is small and the earth moving work are limited. Meanwhile, during the operation stage, the collected rainwater in first flush pit will be checked, and the dirty water will be transferred to the centralized wastewater treatment if the COD exceeds 200 ppm. Okay, next is the air quality impact. During the construction stage, since the project site has a concrete platform and covered surface, the possible effect of dust production during the localized foundation works activity is expected to be localized and short-term. Meanwhile, during the operation stage, the project will keep the current pollution sources, which include a heat recovery boiler and a direct fire thermal oxidizer system. Next is the noise impact. During the construction stage, at a distance of about 3.2 km, noise produced by the impact equipment attenuates and reaches a noise level of 50 decibel, which considered as the worst case. Meanwhile, during the operation stage, the purpose facility will operate continuously for 24 hours a day. Thus, the noise emitted during the daytime and the nighttime operation are deemed to be the same. Okay, next is the waste management. During the construction stage, the accumulation of waste can create unhealthy working conditions for the employees, resulting in the establishment of breeding areas such as rodents that can spread diseases such as cholera and typhoid. During the operation stage, since this facility has on-site waste management processes in place, the expected volume of waste is manageable. Hence, the impact from the waste generation are deemed insignificant. Next is quantitative risk assessment. This objective of this assessment study are to identify and quantify the probability and consequences of the possible accidents that may escalate from the proposed project to the surrounding of site areas, to calculate the level of risk, and to suggest the measure to reduce the level of risk if higher than the allowable level in compliance with the OE risk criteria. Okay, next is the traffic and transportation. During the construction stage, the Gebeng Industrial Estate has a strong road network and the main access to the ICS is low traffic. It is expected that the traffic effect on the current road network during the construction will be minimal. Meanwhile, during the operation stage, the estimated total number of trips per month is 425 with 14 trips per day on average, and it is considered as a minor movement. Next is the occupational safety and health impact assessment. A comprehensive assessment and control of risk, both process and personnel, is a key determinant to a good health and safety performance. Okay, lastly is the project embankment. It is unlikely project embankment could occur during the construction stage or when the facility is already in operation due to unforeseen circumstances like economic recession, natural disaster, or political reasons. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Pavitra Silvaraja. Here I would like to explain about the mitigation measure. First is water quality. LDP2M2 with best management practice should be executed at project site which contains any sediment in the runoff within the project area. Second, the air quality. Exposed soil areas, excavated materials and stockpiles shall be covered during dry and windy days to minimize dust. Then, noise. Demonstrate proper maintenance schedule for motorized machineries and equipment which decreases loud noise. Afterwards, waste generations and measurement. Demonstrate the best management system. Afterwards, quantitative risk assessment should be upgraded as appended in Appendix 9.61. For the traffic and transportation of material and use of heavy vehicles should be avoided during peak periods. Okay, let's move on to occupational safety and health. Observation of rules and regulation under Factories and Machinery Act 1967, Act 139. Then, health impacts should be initiated for water quality, air quality, and occupation safety and health. Lastly, project appointment having a appropriate cover crop should be demonstrated on certain area which ensures soil aeration. Thank you. Here I would like to explain about the EMP. First point is self-guided regulation. GSR was supported as a long-term goal which enables to achieve wider culture to be induced by the project proponent to mainstreaming of the environmental plan. The second, framework of environmental management plan. The EMP includes some key principles. One of the key principles is an administrative framework should be demonstrated by Environment Management Committee and associated resources, including financial budget. Third is environmental monitoring. Periodical monitoring helps to check on the performance of the control measures, which enables to control and decreases environmental impacts. The fourth point is environmental audit. An environmental audit is normally defined as verification mechanism which is identifying the performance of mitigation measures, compliance with EMP and environmental requirements. The last point is emergency response plan. Normally, emergency response plan ERP helps to coordinate procedure for response in the event of an emergency during the construction and operation stages of proposed project. Thank you.